Yo, yo, yo. How's it going, everybody? Cookie Wookie, Clout Shot, welcome in. Welcome in. All right. You guys are going to have to let me know. 100% new setup. Absolutely everything about this setup is 100% brand new. Other than my computer here, which is like 50-50 new. It's like 50-50 new because half the time I stream from the PixelPub PC. This is my personal PC. I'm streaming from this one right now. Let me know. Hopefully it sounds good. Hopefully it looks decent. Let me know if the music is like too crazy. I need to figure out one of the other things that is brand new that I'm testing out right now is a new streaming software. I'm not actually using OBS right now. I'm using this software called Meld. And it's kind of nice. It's kind of interesting. There's a handful of things that I can't do. I can't see. Stream looks and sounds good. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh, I need to fix chat though while I'm here, but that's an easy thing. That's a normal thing that I got to do all the time. I'm still pretty sure it's only ever going to be YouTube chat over there, but that's fine. All right, that should be fixed now. Should be able to see chat on stream. Yeah, so lots of interesting things going on. Thank you. I set the green screen up. I don't want to say it was like a last minute thing, but I just kind of threw it together yesterday. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do back here. Because obviously I have a bunch of flags around everywhere. But then I was like, you know what? This could be a really good idea. So I threw it up there just to see what would happen. And then I was like, okay, well, now I need something to go behind it. So so I've got this this little video going here. I don't know if... it doesn't look like it's playing, though. All right, I've already found a thing. You're not going to be able to stay long. Oh, hey, absolutely, man. You go take care of your company. You do not have to sit here with me. Okay, it looks like it's working now. Maybe it's just too small of a screen. I can't see that it's moving, but so it's got some things that I really like over OBS, but it's got some things that I'm not necessarily a fan of. So I don't know. We're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how it goes, but right now it's not too bad. Just want to pop in. I'll check back later. Hey, I appreciate you being here at all, man. I appreciate you being here. This is 100% just a pop-up. I kind of just wanted to test everything. I appreciate you being here. I just wanted to test everything. I just wanted to make sure it looked right, it sounded decent, that this actually was gonna work, because if things like blew up and didn't work, I want it to happen today and not next Saturday when we start trying to stream. So I'm gonna be testing out a couple of the different cameras that I got going on. I want to test out all the different microphones and things I've got going on. But also just, I kind of want to just get used to the software, just so that I know what's going on. I can see what's going on. I get used to it. I can click around, click the buttons. I'm like, oh, when this happens, I got to do this. When this happens, I got to click this. So I think what's going to happen is this is just going to have to move over here. I think that's just how we're going to have to do it, because when I have it over on this screen, I've got a vertical monitor over here, and Meld does not get the space that it needs on a vertical monitor. And unfortunately, I can't move the panels around like I can with OBS. So that's where we're at with that. I also don't like that I can't see chat and edit items at the same time. I have to close one of them. It's interesting. I think it's got some pros and cons, but it's not too bad. All right. I also don't have live stats of my stream like I did in OBS. I don't know. As much as I want to use this, it's not, I don't know if it's going to work for me. I'm just going to also take the timer off because that was a timer I started a while back. So, I don't know. We'll have to see if this works. I'm going to at least move this down here. I don't like that either, but here we are. This is fine. Oh, I don't like that either. All right. Man, I wish we could pop this chat out. Does anybody know? Can I pop Meld Stream chat out? Built-in. See, it's got the built-in multi-chat, which is what I really like. But unfortunately, I can't pop it out. So at that point, I don't know if there's anything that I need out of that. Okay, I also need to do this, I think. Mod stream elements. So that can post. Hopefully that posts. Auto post, it should be auto posting. I don't know why it's not yet, but we'll see. So I appreciate anybody being here while I just work through some technical things. Okay. As long as it sounds decent, as long as it looks decent, I think we can make it work. Because I think it's gonna work. I think this will work. It's just not ideal, which is fine. Not everything has to be ideal, right? But I'm thinking honestly with this setup, maybe it's still easier at this point if I still just pop out the chats. If I still just have Twitch and YouTube chats over here, like that. And we pop this out, and we go like that, and like that just might still be easier. And then on Meld here, I don't have to have the chat. I can edit my scenes. Not that I'm probably going to be editing scenes a bunch. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out in a little bit. All right. So the one thing I do need to do is I need to go grab a beer because we haven't done that yet. I also need to make sure that my cameras are all working. So I've got this one. I've got this one over here in the corner that you can see. That's just the pub view. And then we've also got, and I can switch them around like this. Check this out. We switch to this one. But then you can also see the phone that I've got right here. This one right here. We're going to set this one up so that it can actually be a camera as well. And just like that, it should almost be working. Oh, I forgot. I need to swap this out. I need to turn that on. Hey, look at that. And now we've got our mobile camera as well. Mark, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. How's it going? This is my mobile camera. I was just testing it out. It looks like it's working. Check it out. Here's my new streamer booth. What do you think? I've got the green screen going on. I've got the pub view over there. So when there's other people here, when this place is full, there's gonna be a heck of a bunch of people out there. I've got the full stream booth right here. We've got 2 seats, so we can have 2 people here hanging out. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong account. Uh-oh, he's on the wrong account. But I've also got a couple of different things set up for the green screen that I'm kind of excited about. One of them is like this. So I can literally just take my fundraiser and just be like, yo guys, look, we are at this much money raised. What do you think? So I can do that. Dude, it is a green screen. It is a green screen. It's see, this is the nice thing about having a lot of really fantastic lights is that it makes a green screen look really, really good. Makes it look really good. So we've got that. We've got this one. And then I was also setting up this one so that I could literally just do this and be like, all right, we're having a party, let's go. And I could like turn the music up. Let's go. I don't know. I need to figure out how to make that quicker. So I wish I could just like push a button. Hey, there's Mark my words. There he is. I need to figure out how to get all of this on my Stream Deck here so that I can make this a lot quicker, but I don't think it's going to work. Game trailer reactions. I mean, we could do that. We could do that here. We could put whatever we want on this green screen. OMG, my favorite streamer. I'm back. It's been a while since I've streamed, so I hope I'm not your favorite streamer, because I'm a terrible streamer at this point. How's it going, Clout? Welcome back. I was just showing off my green screen. We've got our donation milestones here. Ooh, you know what else I need to get back there? I need to set up a scene for image. I need... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. I need to set up one for this so that I can go like this. Here are all the donation rewards and milestones. Create scenes. Create scenes for what? What am I creating? Oh yeah, to do it all on OBS. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think the hard part is I want to be able to set up way too much stuff. And I think I need to make like some custom scripts type of stuff. Cause like I want it to open that specific YouTube video to a specific spot. And I suppose I could do that. I don't know if I can do that in Meld yet. I haven't played with it. I want it to change my lights so I can start literally like having a rave down here. I want to just have it do a bunch of stuff that obviously I don't have time to probably set up in the next week here. Doing good, man. Worked, then went to a kid's birthday party. Nice, nice. Birthday parties are always fun. Always fun. I can do this. I can show off all these sponsors. Look at these amazing people. Look at all of these amazing people. So we can do stuff like that so that hopefully this makes it easier to understand like what's going on, what we're doing here. Hopefully this makes it a little bit easier. But I also need to add this kind of stuff to like other ones like this. Like I want it, how do I, it apparently didn't, I need to, so the other thing Meld doesn't do is support Control-C, Control-V. It literally only does right-click, copy, and paste. It's just a couple of weird things like that. That again, not like a deal breaker, but like, man, it's interesting. All right, hopefully I can do something like this, or I could just make it take up the full screen there. What if you made a goal when you shave your entire head if you reach 3K subs? Dude, if I reach 3K subs, 100%, we will do whatever. We can definitely be shaving heads for sure. All right, so I'm thinking for this, okay, this is probably a good, this is a good thing to have up in the corner for this one. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Now the only thing I didn't think about is I'm not gonna have chat when I walk away. So this is where I need my tablet up or something. Hold on, let me go grab that. Let me set this up so I can have my chat over here. Do I have YouTube on here? Okay, there it is. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. YouTube on here? All right, now I got chat. Okay, so now I can be over here, have chat. And then what I want to do is I'm gonna set this camera up right now, at least. This is gonna be my mobile camera for the duration of the event. All right, so let me swap back over here. So now you can at least see, yeah, see, and then this actually probably makes more sense to have that, have the goals up. All right. Now we're gonna take this. All right. I'm a trained professional. Don't do this at home. Ugh. I don't have an actual step stool down here. I should probably get one. I do this enough. I should have a step stool down here. Okay. Here is my beautiful camera holder. Ugh. We're going to put this over here so we can mount this camera on top. Okay. See, now the only problem is this camera is super dark. You guys can't see anything because my big light is pointing at the studio here. I might have to get one of my super sketchy homemade lights to put over here. All right, because we're gonna switch real quick to this one. Actually, yeah, let's put where's this one? Copy to this scene, and then we put it right there. So then we take this and we shrink it down. We can put this here. Is it better with the multiple cameras so you can see like what's going on? Love my homemade lights. Dude, I got a couple of really sketchy ones. Like here, let me, so like this is actually up here is one of like my very first lights. That's like a $5 Home Depot specialty right there. Gets real hot. You have to get like a white sheet to put in front of it. Otherwise it's terrible. So you know someone appreciates it. Hey, I appreciate you. All right, this is the stream booth right here. If you guys want to see it, this is the stream booth. I'm sure that you guys saw from the short. If you didn't, check it out. Two-person streamer setup right here. What do you think about that? What do you think about the mobile camera? Okay, so what we're gonna do with this one though right now is we are going to mount it right here-ish. I'm gonna try not to hit any buttons like that and turn it off. I'm gonna try not to, but we're gonna put it right there. Okay, and I'm gonna stop touching it. I'm gonna let it figure it out. Thank you, Cloud. I appreciate it. Man, it's been a work in progress. I spent way too long yesterday setting all of this up. Okay. That, I don't think that looks half bad. I think that looks pretty good. Cool. Let's do it. So now we can do stuff right here. One thing I probably am gonna do, just so this phone doesn't die, I'm gonna plug it in and hopefully it'll be mostly out of camera view. Okay. But this is gonna be the problem, is I need a light over here. So let's use this one. You'd think that I'd have more. I have like so many Geekoto lights, but I still don't have enough. So we'll just do that. That doesn't look terrible, I guess. Goodness gracious. I need to clean so bad down here still. To be honest, that's what I should be doing tonight instead of this. I should be cleaning tonight instead of doing this, but here we are. Okay. I forgot. I'm gonna grab a drink. Anybody else want anything? Because I'm gonna give you one guess as to what I may or may not have on tap now. And I gotta check the PSI because I didn't do that. Okay, we're gone down. Okay. We're not too bad. But officially have that garage beer on tap. We officially got it on tap. Pretty excited. You'll take a garage beer? I sure do have it. I've got the... Oh, I've got this light too, I forget. I've got the... Let's put this one like over here. I've got the lime in cans, and I've got the standard lager on tap. How's that look? Does that look just way dumb because it's so bright? That definitely brightens it up a little bit. Hello, sweetie mitts. Nathan, what's going on? Garage beer is in the house. And I'm excited that I officially have it on tap. I'm gonna leave that one sit a second because it's a long story. The first beer is always a little bit too much head on it. So we're just gonna let that one simmer a little bit. This one still has a little bit of head on it too. I think I need to turn the pressure down just a little bit. That is some fantastic looking garage beer. Cheers, everybody. All right. Yes, so we officially have garage beer, a keg of garage beer lager on tap and ready to go for the 1K Fest. Okay. What about that? Is that any better? Just bouncing off? I don't know. I didn't think about lighting for this camera. I didn't think about the lighting here, so we'll just have to go with it. What I need it to do is just be better. Maybe, can I just bring up the brightness on it a little bit? Oh, let me see. This one, can I, video settings, camera properties. Here we go. Brightness. Okay, that looks better, right? How's that look? Is that too bright? Is that too bright? Let me know. How's that look? Is that too bright? I can't see it at the same time. Let me know how that is. That might be just a hair too bright. I might go halfway in the middle of where I was. That's a bit harsh. Okay. Okay, there's halfway in between of where I was. Is that better? Again, and honestly, I should probably just take this light down. I usually have this light down here. Okay. How's that? Is that a little better? Okay. I can finally see it on. Okay. I don't think that's terrible. Okay. Well, let me know. We'll go with that. Okay. Let me switch it back to here now. Oh, do I really have to update the chat on every single screen? Okay, hold on one second. Chat. Wow, that's really dumb. Okay. Man, okay. Okay, we should be good now. Chat's there. camera is struggling to focus as well. It better not be. This is a brand new camera. Brand new camera. I mean, it's probably not specifically meant for this. It's not meant for this kind of thing. Adam, what's going on? You are just in time. We are about to start the modifications, which, okay, we're on this camera. We're on this one. Are these organized as multiple scenes in OBS? So I am using software called DevonDoesTech now. And yes, the ones that I've been switching between are different scenes in Meld. It works very, very similar. Yes, this is what I needed. What's going on? We're doing good. We're just testing a bunch of stuff out, right? Next week on Saturday is our crazy big marathon stream. I set everything up yesterday. I put all of this together. I put all the scenes together, plugged in all the cameras, all the microphones, and basically I just wanted to test it out tonight and make sure that everything was actually working the way that it should be working. So it kind of is. We're working through some things. We're figuring some things out so that hopefully next week we don't have to do this. We don't have to go through these things. The camera does a quick pulse every now and then and seeks to be not sure what, oh, well, it doesn't have any specific software. So like, that's probably just the way it is, unfortunately, for this camera. That's one of those, probably being a webcam, probably being this far away from me, probably being this dark. It's probably not set up specifically for this kind of situation. So I appreciate it, but that's probably just the way it is right now, unfortunately. So this is what we have going on tonight, though. This right here, everybody, is the ModRetro Chromatic. If you're not familiar with it, it is a really, really cool device. And I have to give a shout out to my good friend Topher A. If you don't watch his videos, his channel, you absolutely have to. He's also a very big fan of the Chromatic. But basically, it is a reimagining of the Game Boy Color. It is a really, really cool device. It's like fully aluminum, I think. Got these very tactile, mechanical key style buttons on it. It comes in now. It comes in both Gorilla Glass, Sapphire Glass screen on it. Looks absolutely incredible. Very, very cool little device. So they just came out with this mod kit, and I'm really excited to be able to take a look at it. Cool and unique setup, though. We're working on it, and it's the setup is gonna it's gonna feel better next week, because chances are there's not going to be as many people with their backs to you. Hopefully everybody's going to be more here, but today, since I'm doing this, it's my back to you. But hi Leo, how's it going? Hope you're being a good boy, please. Hope you're listening to mom. All right. So I've got the brand new ModRetro mod kit that I want to show you guys. And actually, I feel I'm actually going to switch this out to here, not to this one though. I want to do this because I'm going to record this, and I'm probably going to turn this piece into a video. Hopefully. Oh, I need to hit the record button too. Thanks for reminding me, everybody. Okay. So let's, so we got the record button hit, and we're just gonna take this thing apart and see what's good. This is gonna be really hard because the screen that I've got over here is watching the actual stream. So it's like a 10-second delay where I'm used to having a live monitor over here. So that's not ideal, but okay. So let's take a really quick vote. What color buttons are we putting on this thing? My thought was probably the clear. We've got clear buttons. We've already got white buttons on there, so we don't need to put those on there. Otherwise, black and red would obviously probably look the best, match the best with this setup. Clear, black, or red. So I was leaning towards the clear just because I think that would be super fun. Otherwise, I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably painting, like taking the white, something I already have, taking the white, painting it a different color, maybe doing some different fun things. This also comes with extra of every button. The D-pad, the start and select buttons, as well as the power on, scroll wheel, all of these buttons. So I may end up painting those too. So let me know what color we should do. If anybody is opposed to if anybody's opposed to the translucent, that's probably what I'm going to be doing. You're doing purple after this. Okay, well, hopefully this works out. What color chromatic do you have? We agree on red and yellow for the Chiefs. Ooh, do you mean like one of each? Or just yellow buttons with the red stripe? I'm actually down for that. I'm cool with that. I kind of want to see what one of each would look like. Okay, all right. Nice. All right. Let's open this up, and I'm also going to be swapping out for whichever one of these is the soft. So we've got the soft membrane, and we've got the standard, which is the tactile. I'm gonna be swapping out for the quieter dampened buttons, just because these are nice, but man, they get clicky when you're like pounding on them. Okay, yeah, one of each. You have the black Logan Paul one. That's pretty sick. That's really cool. All right, I'm gonna take that out. Let's take everything else out. All right, battery is out. So the first thing I'm pretty sure that we have to do is take out these 4 screws right here, and that's going to take this back shell off. We have the included screwdriver here, so I'm gonna do my best not to just absolutely destroy this packaging because, gosh dang, it looks super cool. All right, so we are going to take, yeah, so those are this is that tri-tip screw. So unless you have some very specific screwdriver bits, you're gonna need this screwdriver. All right, so that's a long one. Okay, that's a little shorter. Okay, so shorter ones on top, longer ones on the bottom. All right, so we've got 4 screws here. I really probably should have watched a video on how to do this before, but how hard can this be, right? It can't be that hard. Okay, so that's the 4 screws. All right, back plate is off. There's my charms dangling. That's pretty simple. Pretty simple back. Dude, I love the little There's a little ModRetro logo down there. That looks really cool. Just a little nice little stamp. Nice little Easter egg under there. All right. So now we've got the back of the Chromatic right here. So here's the scroll wheel. For the volume wheel. We've got the link cable port. We've got the menu button, which that just comes out. So that is, oh, it's got a nice little hinge it's got to sit on. So that just goes right there. And then we've got the battery pocket where that just kind of sits. Okay, so that is, that's stuck in there. So we still got some screws, which I'm guessing are those three right there on the battery pack. All right, and these are gonna be much smaller screws. Three much smaller screws. Okay, and then, okay, so that just takes the battery cover up, but doesn't that? Ooh. Oh yeah, okay, so we took that out. Okay, we got one more teeny tiny screw down here in the corner that is holding the whole motherboard in. Those three on the actual battery pack were holding everything in, but with that just lifts up. Okay, whoops, there's their button. Okay, and now you got to be careful with this because we've got this screen connected right there. So definitely don't pull that away unless you disconnect the screen right there. But this should be plenty of room to swap everything out. So we've got then our tactile membrane. So let's see. So I'm guessing that means the black is the super tactile. So we want probably this gray one up here. So we're gonna grab one of those. Oh yeah, I mean definitely. I mean there's a little bit of a difference, but it doesn't feel like a lot. So maybe I just need to take one of these out and feel it. You know, I'm probably just gonna end up taking all of this stuff out. Okay, I can't really tell a difference, to be completely honest. Okay, we're gonna put the gray one in though and see what it feels like. Okay, so we're gonna do the same with the D-pad. We're gonna swap out to this gray one. And then, I don't know what the difference between these are. I don't know if those are just extra D-pads or if there's any difference with those. It literally doesn't even say anything about them being in here. Wait, which? This one. Yeah, it literally doesn't even say. Oh, here we go. Oh, extended longer roll post heights, or we've got a standard shorter roll post height. Okay, which I think I'm okay. So this one's taller. So that one's a taller one, which I'm okay with the height of the D-pad. Man, I'm afraid. You're afraid? What? This is easy peasy stuff. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do a yellow as well as a red button. So now the question becomes red and yellow. Are we doing one on which one on A? Which one on B? Are we doing red on A or B? So we just take the old buttons out. And we can test this. We can literally just put this back in here and just say, all right. Oh, shoot. No, can't just do that. It's going to fall out. I'm going to have to hold it there. All right. Okay, not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool. I'm down. One's supposed to be shorter. Yeah. Okay, so that's with A is red, B is yellow. Let me swap them really quick. Okay, A. Now this is A as yellow, B as red. Okay. How are we feeling about that? Red on A. Okay. Okay. We got one vote. Red on A. Red on A. I mean, that looks pretty cool. The only thing I wish at this point now, with this color scheme, is I wish that this white stripe was yellow. I wish I could change that out. I might have to paint it or something. Paint it a yellow stripe. I don't mind that though. I kind of like it. All right, cool. Okay, see, we got a gray D-pad in here now. What? I don't know how they did this. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're just gonna swap it anyways. Okay, so I need the gray. The gray for the buttons here. And we're going to do, wait, that's the old one. This is the new one. And we just pop that right in there. Okay. And those are pretty easy. You just make sure that like the little things are in the holes and okay. And just like that. There's no real reason to take any of the other buttons out. At this point, the only other thing we could do if we were interested, I mean, again, we'd swap out all of these other switches and dials and stuff, but I don't see a need to do that. Okay, the bottom has to go in first so that the headphone jack gets under there. Good note. Okay, so just like that, now we just put all the screws back in. So I'm just gonna put this first little one back in here, make sure everything's in there. Your stripe is yellow and gray. I definitely want to paint the yellow one to purple. That would be cool. That's gonna be the next thing. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed that that like the D-pads and the start select buttons didn't come colored either. That's, I think, the other thing that I'm probably gonna end up painting. How cool will this look? Would this look with like a red D-pad and the same like yellow and red start select buttons or something? Like that would be super cool. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so we have the one screw back in the corner. We've got the 3 screws in the battery pack. We're working on the 3 screws in the battery pack. And then it also came with these fun little stickers. So I have to figure out where those are gonna go. Okay, put the menu button back in there so we don't lose that. Make sure that screen's still on there and connected. And then we put our backplate back on. Just like that. We got the 2 smaller screws up at the top. Yeah, that's not too bad, honestly. That's a pretty easy one to mod. as long as you're ready with somewhere to put those screws, right? Because you'll have 8 screws out of this thing, but it's only 8 screws. And as long as you know that as soon as you get all 8 screws out, that motherboard is going to come out, and you don't want to rip that cable that is connecting the screen. As long as you're gentle with that and don't rip that out off the motherboard, that's a pretty easy one. Just like that. It is back together. And hopefully it's working. But just like that. Hey, oh, it works. It works. We've got new buttons. They're definitely quieter. So the actually, which is probably the best of both worlds here, is it's still just as clicky feeling, but it's not quite as clicky sounding. So I like that. That's good. I'm down with that. Very cool. Awesome. Well, that's it. That's how simple that was, guys. So that is that's the ModRetro Chromatic with the Chromatic mod kit. So I think this is just gonna turn into a bag. We need to get a couple Ziploc baggies and label them like. I just need to label what these are so that if we ever need to swap them out, if we ever want to do anything. But I also then think the next step is going to be painting some of them, taking the extra white buttons that we've got now, painting those. Ooh, what if we did like chrome? What if we just did all chrome buttons on this thing? That would look fun. That's exactly what you did with your PS3 controller, and you ripped the ribbon. Yeah, that's always the tough part. Those things are so finicky too. They're so fragile. It just takes one wrong slip. And of course, so this is one thing that I like about this device though. There's no plastic here except for like the buttons and the switches. No plastic on the shell. Most devices like this, if you were gonna do this exact same thing with devices made today, there would be glue involved that you'd have to heat up, that you'd have to pry, and you're gonna get all these marks around everywhere where you're like sticking a screwdriver in and like prying it open. And or it's going to include plastic and like those plastic clips, like it's gonna be held in with plastic clips. And again, you're gonna be trying to pry that, you're gonna be breaking those things. The older it gets, the more brittle the plastic gets. This is one of those things. Again, they did this right with the aluminum, that it's got screws in it. Like you just take the screws out. You don't have to pry it open. You don't have to break clips. Everything else about this is a very, very simple to open and get into. So I'm down. I like that. That's very cool. So that was a fun one. That was easy. Now I have another mod. I don't know if I should do this tonight or not. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. So one of my other favorite devices is my ROG Ally. And I ordered a handful of things for that too. Gotta keep that safe. But I ordered an extra battery. This battery for the Ally is almost double the size, almost double the amount of power that can go to the Ally. And then we also ordered a new backplate for it. So not only is this backplate look cool, but it's got a little bit of that enhanced cooling. It's got a little Supposed to have a better like heat sink on the back so that it dissipates that heat a little bit better. Look at that. We got a very nice, again, translucent back plate for the Ally. Got a nice little, oh, you know what I just realized though? This is, wow, that's pretty sturdy. This makes the case that I have not usable. So I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. If I use this or not. I like this like metal plate back here that's supposed to be better for cooling, heat dissipation. Whoops. I like the translucent, but oh, maybe if I took this off. I'll have to play around with this because this kickstand does come off. So I really like the case that I have right now. So if I can just take this kickstand off and use this with my current case, then we'll be golden. What else we got? Oh, a bunch of thermal bricks. What is this? They sent me a watch band? Am I missing something here? Why did they send me a watch band? I ordered a back plate for my ROG Ally. Why did they include a watch band? It's a super small one too. Look at the difference here. My watch band is almost twice as thick as this one. This is small. I don't think this would fit on my wrist. I don't think this would fit on my wrist if I put it out all the way. Like, that's not gonna fit me. Not to mention, I don't know what this is for. What watch is this for? What am I looking at? Why? Why did this? Oh, why did this come with a back plate? I'm so confused. Okay. All right. Well, we got screwdriver, some new screws looks like, and that's it. No instructions, but that's fine. We got a... I was hoping the instructions would say something about this watch band. Some thick. All right. So I don't know if I want to do this tonight or not. Oh, here's the instructions. What am I doing? All right. Just kidding. Not instructions. Warranty. Has instructions right there, though. HandheldDIY.com. That's not instructions either. There's the instructions. Step-by-step video. I have not watched that. Become a part of our vibrant DIY community. Wow. So I should probably watch that and figure out what these even are. No idea what these are. We got a 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4 millimeter little X's. Whatever those are for. Those fit somewhere on here? I don't know. Should probably watch the instructional video. So the thing is, with the battery, again, the thing that makes this mod a little bit scarier than the Chromatic one is this. This right here. This battery mod requires you to use these little clippers. You need to clip away a whole bunch of plastic, basically on the shell here. There's a bunch of spaces where the battery fits in, and since this is so much of a bigger battery, you need to clip a bunch of these plastic pieces out so that you can actually fit the battery in. So I should probably watch the video so I know what I'm supposed to be clipping. But that is a chunky battery. It'll just fit right in there. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yep. See, I can already see what actually needs to be clipped, but it'll fit something like that. So that might be a project for a different day. We'll see. Kind of excited about the translucent back on this one though. That's fun. That'll be good. Again, this is one of those things now that I've got like extras. Now we could add a little bit of paint, and we could make that theoretically whatever color we want, right? We can make that whatever we want. Boom. Welcome back. We're back to this view now, because we're done with that mod. That was fun. That was easy. That chromatic is really cool. I like that. So hopefully everybody else is doing good. Hopefully, I didn't really have anything else planned for tonight other than just playing around with the stream. We've got our donation goals for the stream next week. If anybody wants to do that now, feel free to go and donate, or also feel free to save those donations, because these are the donation rewards and milestones that we'll be completing once we get there. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun stream next week. We've got those. And then if we take those off, we've got just our Geekoto Gamers stream booth background there. All right. Well, I think at this point I might just I might end the stream, because I think I've tested out everything that I wanted to test out. We recorded the ModRetro mod kit modifications, so I might just wrap it up. So thank you all for joining tonight. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate y'all helping me out, choose what color buttons to put on that thing, helping me make sure that the stream is looking and sounding as good as it possibly can. Next week on Saturday is going to be an absolute blast. We're going to be streaming all day. If you haven't seen yet the 1K Fest, everybody, if you go to I don't know what I was gonna say go to, but actually you know what hasn't been happening? We haven't seen any of my supposedly automated chat commands. Let me see if it works here. Let me see if they work if I type them in. So you should be able to type 1K like that. And that should prompt stream elements, but it doesn't look like it's doing that. I don't know how to make that work, to be honest. Interesting. All right, well, that's one of those things that, I don't know, I'll have to try to play with and see if I can get figured out, because I don't know why those aren't working. Those commands should be working. All right, either way, everybody, have a great night. We will see you next week, bright and early in the morning, 7 a.m. Central Time is when we're going to be starting the stream. We're going to be starting the DevonDoesTech 1K Fest. We're going to be streaming for 1,000 minutes. We are going to be giving away, I can officially say it now at this point, we are giving away over $2,000 in prizes. Not $1,000, $2,000 to $1,000. We're giving away $1,000, and then we're giving, oh my gosh, and then we're giving away $1,000 again. We're giving away $2,000 worth of prizes. Absolutely insane. And then we are going to do our best to raise $1,000 for Operation BBQ Relief as well. So, appreciate you guys being here. Cheers, Nathan. We'll see you next week. You're going to be here, right, Nathan? Let me know. All right. Cheers, guys. Have a good night.